The ePropulsion eLite is one of the coolest new boating products on the market. An all-electric outboard motor that weighs only 14 pounds and requires no external battery. Not to mention, it's in the shape of a rudder. As you can see, we are tracking dead straight and I am nowhere near that tiller handle. After millions of views with this ePropulsion eLite across my different social medias, I have had a lot of different reactions. A lot of people saying, oh man, the runtime is nothing. And a lot of people saying, this is the best thing in boating since sliced bread. Although I don't think that has anything to scratch that one. But today we're gonna go through all of the features, all of the specifications, and of course my final review on the ePropulsion eLite 1.5 horsepower equivalent outboard, and more importantly, who I think this motor is for and who I think should steer completely clear away from it, and it will make them so mad. We're gonna go over all of that in today's video. I guess this is actually a great first show of one of the really awesome features, and that is shallow water mode. You have different trim positions, but of course, if you're too shallow, you're gonna hit bottom. So we actually do have a shallow water position. Of course, we have a stow position, but this is really good for when I'm here on the flats, and it is super shallow and we need to push out. So let's go ahead and fire it up. We have made it to deeper water. So I'm going to drop it all the way down, adjust the tiller adjusted, and away we go. Oh, there goes the kill switch. My arch nemesis of this awesome motor. Gosh, I hate this kill switch. This ePropulsion eLite is one of the coolest products that I have had the honor of owning, testing, and reviewing here on the channel. However, like I said, it is absolutely not for everybody. And there has been a super mixed bag of reviews. So before I get into who I think it's for, who I think is not for, my overall review, I want to talk about some specifications. Now, this motor right here weighs only 14 pounds, including the back. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, that prop just smoked my wrist. Okay, so yeah, there is a tiller, and ow. Maybe I'll show off the weight by, golly, that hurt, by holding it. Ow! I'm gonna show off the weight by holding it like this instead. 14 pounds, and it has a quick release bracket which stays mounted on the stern. Basically, all that means is you don't have to clamp it on like a trolling motor every single time you take the motor out. All you need to do is slip it on this little tube right here and you're good to go. So the total package with the bracket is only gonna still be 17 pounds, but this motor coming in at 14 pounds is unbelievable. My trolling motor there on the bow weighs 26 pounds plus a 23-pound motor. We're looking at a 50-pound two-piece setup. Not only do I have to screw my trolling motor on every single time, I also have to connect the trolling motor to the battery. So the setup takes 4 times as long and the weight is triple. So there's something to be said about that right there. The portability and the ease of use is, there's nothing like it on planet Earth. Now, the max runtime on this motor is only going to be about 45 minutes, and it's gonna carry you about 4.8 miles an hour, depending on load, boat, and conditions. Now, I know that doesn't seem very long because my 100 amp hour lithium battery with my 55-pound thrust trolling motor will carry me about 3.5 miles an hour forever. But if you do drop this down to 3 miles an hour, regular trolling motor speeds, you will get hours, far longer, and that seems to be something a lot of folks don't really seem to remember. You can go a little over 4 miles an hour and go well past 45 minutes. So do keep that in mind, that the runtime at max speed is short. Just like if you were to run wide open on a gas outboard, it is going to sip significantly more fuel than if you run at 80% throttle. Then you're going to save a ton of fuel. It's just kind of how it works. And the fastest I've ever gone on this bad boy is 5 miles an hour with just my boat and me. Today's video is sponsored by Greyson. They have been an awesome partner of the channel, and I've been using their equipment quite a bit lately. As you can see, I have got their chest mount GoPro and phone mount right here. Basically what Greyson does is they make filming your fishing super easy. They sell tons of phone and GoPro accessories, including this telescoping stick that goes, what, here, let me show you. Whoa! It's a giant heavy duty, high quality selfie stick with a tripod mount on the bottom, but on the front here, you put your GoPro on it and it actually charges it. So we can film all day long, getting the coolest angles. Actually, you saw throughout this video, some of those kind of super wide out shots behind the boat. That was all done by Teleson. And almost all of the POV fishing shots you see on the channel while I'm either fishing or modding a boat is with this chest piece right here. And what's super cool is if something cool happens on the boat, I press a button, it comes off, and I can take the GoPro off and film really quickly. I dropped my GoPro in the water and I took my shirt off. My GoPro keeps dying. It's really hot out here. But point being is I can stand on the stern of my boat and I can have the GoPro mounted on the bow, and I press one button and I'm recording. So they make all sorts of really, really awesome accessories that make filming your fishing and boating adventures way, way easier. So you can check them out with the link in my description. Thank you, Teleson, providing me with all this awesome stuff to produce this content over the past month or two. Anyway, back to the video. Now let's talk about the features. We do have a kill switch that goes on your wrist, and it actually fits into a little magnet hole on the tiller handle. This is the bane of my existence, and here's why. Great idea, super short leash, floats, and just one little bump and it knocks it out. Like the smallest thing, like I don't even use this thing. I strap the leash around the transom bracket and I just don't use the kill switch. A little faster than a trolling motor. I almost fell out this morning standing up getting the intro. Is what it is, but I mean, whatever. This thing is really hard to use when it's on there. A lot of people actually take this little string off and zip tie it down so it never comes out. I just leave it, and if it comes out, it comes out, whatever. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Also, of course, it has a telescoping tiller, but you can also change the position of it significantly. So you can lock it like this, which makes it really easy to carry to and from your truck and slip it on the quick mount bracket. You can open it up, obviously, into the regular tiller position, and you can extend it, or you can move it up just like this, because I like to use this mode when I'm standing up. So if I'm standing up looking for fish, I'll actually put it in this position. Or if you're wanting to stow it or you just feel like it, it can go all the way up like this. So it's really, really portable. And once you have it folded all the way down like this, you can carry it and it fits really nice in its carrying case. This is gonna be really, really hard to show here where it's super, super sunny, but it does have an LCD screen on the top of the battery. Dadgummit. On top of the motor. Now, what you can do is you can actually turn it on sport mode, which will carry it from the max 500 watts going about 5 miles an hour all the way up to 750 watts. So it's going to push you over 5, almost 6 miles an hour for up to 60 seconds. Pretty pointless feature, but fun to play with. Going to drain your battery even faster. Or you can check your current wattage. You can also check your current battery, and when it's plugged into its quick connect battery port right here, it is going to show you the current battery charge status. Also, right above that, you actually have a USB quick charger. So if you need to charge GoPros, your phone, whatever, it charges things really, really quickly. So this port is really handy. And of course, on the tiller, it does have forward, neutral, and whoa! Oh my gosh. I don't know if you heard that, but I've got the kill switch attached and it thinks it's still on. That about just took out my piggies. Not even joking. That made my heart jump. I am so lucky that it did not hit my toes because I cranked it up to like 250 watts. All right, we're getting silly. Next, who is this motor actually for? No, if you're looking to cover miles and miles in an all-day big bay, big lake fishing trip, this is not the motor for you. Let me tell you how I use it. This is so much better than a trolling motor when it comes to small lakes and ponds. If I'm going to be fishing a short trip or a small body of water, I mean, a regular outboard is just too noisy. It's too fast, really, for big lakes or small lakes and big ponds. So I'm going too fast. It's too noisy. It's spooking fish in a small body of water. It takes a lot of effort to mount it on, and it's just too much effort. This, quick releases, you go 5 miles an hour, and it's gonna last you all day, even at top speed in smaller bodies of water. And that's how I use it for all of these small lakes and big ponds here in Panama City when I'm bass fishing, or even small little bayous and smaller areas of water. So that is also who it's for. If you're dragging your kayak, if you're dragging your boat, whatever, down to the creek, you got a small body of water, you don't want to lug 50 pounds and 2 pieces of equipment with a trolling motor and a battery box, then this is the obvious solution for you. Small bodies of water, light lightweight, saving weight on your boat and saving space because you don't have to have a battery. Also in the sailing community, you know how you have your yacht or your sailboat, and then you have your dinghy that takes you from your boat to land, to the store, to another boat, whatever. This is probably one of the most popular dinghy motors on planet Earth right now because you can solar charge it. It is quick release. You don't have to take off and unscrew your gas outboard whenever you go to your boat and afraid someone's going to steal it. You press one button, it slips off. It's only 14 pounds. It's not noisy. It starts up and goes every time. It'll push your dinghy about 5 miles an hour, and you can charge it on your boat with electricity, 12 volt. You can charge it with a 12 volt lithium battery, and you can also charge it with solar. So being able to slip it on, slip it off, put it in its bag, walk into your store, not worry about theft, not worry about maintenance, not worry about any of that crap. This is hands down the best outboard you could possibly get for your sailboat and yacht dinghies. Who is it not for? Like I said, if you're going to be out in big bay systems, big bodies of water, wanting to cover 10, 20 miles in a day, this is just flat out not the product for you. You can spend triple as much and get the 3 horsepower equivalent, or you can just get a gas outboard. This is for a very specific need, and it serves that need well. Lastly, I do want to say one feature I kind of forgot about is its rudder shape. So it keeps us totally locked in a straight line, which is a major downfall of trolling motors, which snake all over the place. So it will lock in a straight line in case you're worrying about having to constantly move the tiller. It is really, really handy. All right, my final review of the ePropulsion, the world's most portable and lightweight outboard boat electric motor, is I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10, especially at $999. That price is really, really hard to beat, and with the upcoming tariffs, it's actually only going to get more expensive. Lithium batteries, aluminum, a lot of our favorite boating materials are gonna go up in price. So $999, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, and the reason is it doesn't have an option to connect it to an external battery. If I could connect it to a 24 volt, 100 amp hour battery, that would be a game changer, but I can't. It's stuck inside here. Other than that, the build quality is incredible, and the ease of use and the functionality, there's just nothing like it on the market. It is my dream motor for these little boats. Sure, I would also appreciate the 3 horsepower, but that would be a little bit too cumbersome, heavy, and annoying if I'm just going to and from a sailboat, or especially small ponds and lakes. I don't want to go much faster than 5 miles per hour in those smaller bodies of water. So overall, that is my review. Yes, the range is short, but if you're worried about that, then that just flat out already isn't the motor for you. You can find this motor with the link in the description. I do have a discount code down there. It just works for everything Tiny Boat Nation. So I recommend you buy it off Tiny Boat Nation because my discount code Greyson Roberts for 5% off does work for everything site-wide. This is not a paid review. They did not pay me to make this video. ePropulsion did not pay me to make this video, obviously. But you do get a discount if you buy it only through Tiny Boat Nation. Buy it wherever you want, but if you want a discount, buy it through them. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hit like and subscribe for more. I love reviewing the latest, greatest, coolest, weirdest, quirkiest boating products in the small boating world. So if that sounds up your alley, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe button. As always, tight lines and God bless.